One type of nonlinear analysis, which is very common in structural engineering, is the analysis of soils as compression only springs. Now, foundations have soil beneath them, and the foundations can be subjected to, or the structure can be subjected to, lateral loads. And under these lateral loads, we might have an overturning of the foundation. But analyzing for this overturning requires that the soil be modeled as compression only springs, something which is not able to take any tension. So for here, if we look at the load case of earthquake Y, for example, a lot of this area is under tension. There is no stress under the soil because of these loads. Similar would be the case for example, wind in the X direction, or if we were to take some other wind in the Y direction, would be something like this. So you need, and these are load cases. So in the combos, the situation is slightly better because you have the vertical loads as well. But what you do in Comosys is if I were to double click on this supershell, you can go to the settings tab, and here you can see that below the supershell we can give soil springs. Now these springs you can give different springs in the X and Y directions and different in the Z direction. So over here, for example, we have defined two springs, soil KH and soil KV. KH are the ones which we use in the X and Y directions to basically keep the foundation stable in the XY movements. But the KV one is the one which is nonlinear, which is the vertical component. And if you were to go to our materials tab, for instance, and we scroll down till we get to the soil KV, we can go and we modify view. We will see that it is elastic compression only type spring, and we can give it a direct subgrade modulus of reaction in your units. And once you do that, and then you run the analysis, Comosys will do a nonlinear analysis for you, and then very easily find you or predict whether there will be any overturning in the soils under the combos. Even under the load cases, but it's obviously the combos which you're interested in. Now, in Comosys, you can either do the analysis like on the screen in which you actually model the superstructure as well, and then the loading comes on the superstructure and it gets transferred to the soil. Or what you can also do is you can fix these points and then find the reactions and then transfer the reactions to another model where you have the supershell, the foundation supershell weighting, and the loads are transferred to these points, and then you can do that analysis separately depending on how you want to approach, whether you want to include the soil structure interaction or not. But it's a very useful feature which is usually not available in many programs, or they try to keep it separate. But in Comosys, we've provided this ability to analyze soil as a compression only springs within the program, and that's going to be very beneficial for you.